Today we're going to demonstrate and explain the process of uncovering problem structures and representing relationships between quantities using ship diagrams. We're going to look at two different types of problems. We're going to look at a part-part whole, which involves two parts that are conceptually or mentally combined into one collection or whole. These kinds of problems often conceptually combine different kinds of objects. We're also going to look at a compare problem. Comparisons involve comparing two quantities. The third quantity in these problems does not exist, but is a difference between the two amounts. So first, we're going to look at William and Sally put 160 marbles into a jar. William puts in 83 marbles. How many marbles does Sally put in? By looking at this, we know that this is a part-part whole question. We know that the whole is 160 and part of it is 83. So we're going to look at our part-part whole chart. We know that part is 83 and the whole is 160, and we need to find the other part. So, looking at this, we know we can make a problem. 160 minus 83 gives us our answer. So we can make a ship diagram where this equals 160, and we know part of it is 83, and we need to figure out the other part. So we know 160 minus 83 equals 77. So we know the second part to this part-part whole is 77. So now we can fill it out on our part-part whole. In order to figure out if we got this correctly, let's check our math. 83 plus 77. 7 plus 3 is 10. 8 plus 1 plus 7 is 16. So we know our answer is correct. Now let's look at another problem. Jonah has 10 pennies. Kennedy has 7 pennies. How many more pennies does Jonah have than Kennedy? Looking at this problem, we know that it is a comparison problem. So in this, we know our large set, which is what Kennedy has, is 10. And then our small set is we know our large set is what Jonah has, which is 10. And our small set, which is what Kennedy has, which is 7. And we need to figure out what the difference is. So, let's take our board. Let's draw our strips. So this is our large. And this is our small. So, we know our large set, which is what Jonah has, is 10. And our small set, which is what Kennedy has, is 7. And we need to figure out what our difference is. So, we can look at this and we know that 10 minus 7 is what the problem is we're looking for. So 10 minus 7 is 3. So we know that the difference between what Kennedy and Jonah has is 3 pennies. We can also draw this sideways like our other strips to look at it a different way. So this is Jonah's pennies, which is 10. And this is Kennedy's pennies, which is 7. And this is what our difference is, which is what we were trying to figure out. And we know that the difference between Jonah and Kennedy's pennies were 3. So, after this lesson, y'all now know what the difference is between a comparison problem and a part-part whole. Y'all learned how to do it not only through the diagrams that we gave y'all, but y'all also learned how to do them through strip diagrams.